And I'll vote for the ban because saving the lives of police officers, young and old, and innocent civilians, young and old, is more important than preventing imagined tyranny.
A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. This is the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution, adopted on December 15, 1791. The law was based on the 1689 English Bill of Rights, traced back to John Locke, Enlightenment philosopher and the father of classical liberalism. Sir William Blackstone, 18th century judge and politician, described this right as an auxiliary right, supporting the natural rights of self-defense, resistance to oppression, and the civic duty to act in concert in defense of the state. How is it that these basic human rights aren't recognized in the 21st century? WorldNet Daily reports, obtaining a working firearm and ammunition in Germany, Britain, Denmark, and the Netherlands is practically impossible for the average citizen. Germany, for instance, requires a psychological evaluation, the purchase of liability insurance, and verifiable compliance with strict firearm storage and safety rules. And self-defense is not even a valid reason to purchase a gun in these countries. But in Austria, guns are flying off of the shelves, and the majority of buyers are women. Women fearing for their lives and the very real danger of being raped. European women are being terrorized. Sweden is the undisputed rape capital of Europe, but refuses to even address the epidemic. CBN reports recent police statistics show that in the capital city of Oslo, Norway, 100% of assault rapes between strangers were committed by immigrant non-Western males, and 9 out of 10 of their victims were native Norwegian women. To protect themselves, some blonde Norwegian women have reportedly begun dyeing their hair black, and many travel in groups. In Germany and England, a rape epidemic of thousands of young European girls is quietly underway by hordes of Muslim gangs, as the New World Order puppets drop the blame on the very people being victimized, citing Islamophobia as an excuse that can only hide the truth for so long. WorldNet Daily reports Alan Gottlieb, Executive Vice President of the Second Amendment Foundation, said he recently returned from a gun rights event in Europe, where he sensed a change in attitude toward firearms. I just returned from a gun rights meeting in Belgium, and I can attest that all over Europe, people now want the means to defend themselves, Gottlieb told WorldNet Daily. Self-defense is no longer a dirty word. In countries like Austria, where it is still legal to own a firearm, gun sales are at record levels. I can tell you firsthand that people in Europe now wish they had a Second Amendment. New World Order pawn Angela Merkel of Germany has led Europe on a collision course with an inevitable destiny, where Europe is handed over to the fleeing masses streaming into small European towns from Africa and the Middle East. In Africa and the Middle East, birth rates are exploding, while Europe's birth rates diminish. We aren't witnessing a compassionate migration. What we are observing and experiencing worldwide is a coordinated shift away from developed countries operated by republics where human rights and freedom are encouraged to a third world hell pit of Sharia caliphates naively controlled by a small elitist totalitarian monarchy. For all the bleeding hearts out there, ask yourselves, why would the leaders of these nations open their countries to waves of immigrants, while reducing the welfare of their own citizens to a living hell, where even the right to defend yourself is null and void? John Bound for Infowars.com.
General, what do you think about the FBI saying that there was a terror alert on Monday about a potential Fort Hood situation?
The police are shoving people, shoving Alex, shoving the crowd.
Here we go, folks. I'm being assaulted.
Whether it's the radio show, the news websites, documentary films, or the nightly news, InfoWars is the tip of the spear.
Is this another false flag stage attack to take our civil liberties and put more homeland security while sticking their hands down on the pants on the streets?
It's up to us to set brush fires in the minds of men and women everywhere. And that's what PrisonPlanet.tv is designed to do.
You watch the Assad Assad regime is going to be blamed or accused of using chemical weapons against the so-called rebels.
What we see now is a war against reality. It's a war against the truth.
It's more vital than ever that supporters of freedom become members of PrisonPlanet.tv and share their membership with up to 11 friends and family. Visit InfoWarsNews.com today. Become a member, share your membership, and help take the InfoWar to the next level.